So I'm about to leave on a little road trip to go and pick up the stuff I need so we can start the truck for the first time. I'm even wearing a clean cap for the occasion. Let's go to town. It's a 2-kilometer dirt road drive before we get to Tar. Not a very big dirt road. And it's not in very good condition. So if you're in the States, there's about 1.6 kilometers for every mile. So it's a little bit more than 1 mile that we have to go before we get to the tar road that's going to take us to Mossel Bay. There's a little stream running here, and this turnoff coming up on the right hand side. If you drive in there, that's where my house is. Maybe I'll take you there one day. It's a cloudy day, so unfortunately you can't see the mountain. But yeah, up there is a big, beautiful mountain. We're coming up to the tar road now. So the closest town to me is the coastal town of Mossel Bay. It's about a 35-kilometer drive. For my American friends, that's about 22 miles. It's not a very big place, it's not a city. There's, I reckon, about 100,000 people. I could be wrong, but in that region. So the next biggest town to me is George, and I go there sometimes to get stuff that I can't find in Mossel Bay. George is around, I think, about 80 kilometers from me. So the town of George is definitely bigger than Mossel Bay, but it's still not a city. I think the closest city to me would be Cape Town, which is in a region of about 450 kilometers away. So as you can see, my truck is right-hand drive, which means I'm driving on the left side of the road. And that might be very strange to some of you. I remember I lived in the States for about 2 years. And it was very awkward for me in the beginning to be driving on the wrong side of the road. But I got used to it very quickly. So it's not actually as bad as it seems. I know that in the UK, in Australia, and then of course here, people drive on the left side of the road. I'm not sure if any other countries do as well. If you know, let me know. I'd be interested. But this here is a small community about halfway down to Mossel Bay. The place is called Brandbach. It's not a word some of you would be able to say easily. brandwag. The speed limit on single lane provincial roads like this one is 100 kilometers an hour. That is 62 miles an hour. And then on our double lane highways, the speed limit is 120 kilometers an hour, which is about 75 miles an hour for my American friends. Right, so we're coming up to the outskirts of Mossel Bay now. A coastal town situated pretty much on the southern coast of South Africa. Well, lucky me, the traffic is not too bad. Must be because I'm here early. What's the saying? Early bird catches the worm. I mean, the traffic can sometimes be terrible. I hate it. Who doesn't, I suppose, hey? This place is my local auto parts store, and that's where I get most of my normal stuff. Of course, specialized V8 stuff, etc. Tough and hard to get here. And old school stuff. It's getting more and more difficult to find it. Okay, these boys behind the counters are the dudes that normally help me, but they're not very keen on being on camera. And this is Wayne, he's my main man. And these are the girls that like to take my money. And these guys always also like to take my money. But especially when it comes to old school stuff, I sometimes come right with them. Okay, this is my local engineering shop. I get most of my fasteners, bolts, nuts, all that kind of stuff. Nice display here. Morning Lala, how are you? Lekker man, are you going to help me today? See that dude there, his name is Jason. He's the one that rips me off when I buy fancy machines.
Then you have your oil, water, tires?
Yeah, I think that's all good, eh?
All good.
Yeah, but you can fill it up. Let's check the price here.
The price here is 24.47 a litre.
Per litre, that's South African rands.
It is.
To change that to dollars, we have to divide it by about 18.
It's nothing to dollars, eh? It's nothing. So you divide
It's expensive anyway.
So in dollars, meaning
there we go.
774.50 cents.
For 31.65 liters.
That is 31 years. For 2 weeks.
So Siyabonga and Tate is doing me a very nice job in cleaning my window. Thank you guys.
We appreciate that.
Thank you
for choosing Shell.
Thank you very much.
The best cleaning station internationally.
I think that's a big difference between South Africa and say the States. We still have petrol pump attendants. And part of that service is free window cleaning and washing, and they even check your oils and tires for you. Thank you guys, thanks Siyabonga, thanks Tate.
Hope to you soon next time.
Yeah, mo. Bye bye. Away.
And I happen to see this old Dodge standing here. No idea what year it is. I know very little about these trucks. But yeah, pretty, eh? So I've stopped here by Crazy Customs with my buddy Norse, and he's got this truck in to do some work on it. Norse, what is it?
Uncle, it's international, 1961 inch, 62. Yeah, I came in for some minor adjustments, suspension adjustment. Had a misfire on 2 and 4. So got that sorted out.
Okay, so you reckon it's 61 thereabouts?
Yeah, 61, 62.
And what engine has it got?
350.
Show us.
Got a turbo 350 box.
Okay, so 350 Chevy.
Yes.
It's pretty much standard. Just a bit of dressing or what?
Yeah, just minor dressing stuff. So you still need some cleanup.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, minor attention that we did put it to it.
Maybe we should can it run?
Yeah, yeah, no, you can run.
Fire it up, let's hear it. Ah, there we go. So as I understand it, Norse, the suspension front and back is from Jaguar, am I right?
Jack suspension front and back.
Yeah. And so the chassis is original,
Chassis original, yes.
but the suspension is... So the back suspension is independent?
Independent, and then the front also.
Yeah.
So late morning and the traffic is picking up. I'm heading out of town. It's always the best part of the journey for me because I actually hate shopping. Yeah, I guess in comparison to some places, you can't call this traffic, hey?
So I just stopped here at the beachfront quickly. Unfortunately, it's a cloudy and hazy day, but at least now you can get a view of the bay. That is Mossel Bay, a little coastal town.
Hey, always happy when I can hit the open road, man. I tell you, the best part of a shopping trip for me is when I can leave suburbia behind me and head back out to the farm. I'll be blessed to be living out there. I tell you, shopping, I don't like it. Crowded spaces, I don't like it. Boring people, I don't like it. I think the worst punishment you could dream up for me would be to stick me inside a huge shopping mall and leave me there. It's not my happy space, man. I think I suffer from agoraphobia. The official definition of that is fear of the marketplace. Like I said, a hazy day, but I live at the foot of that mountain range that you can see on the horizon there. It's called the Outeniqua mountain range. So this is the community that I live in. The area is known as Ruiterbos. It's a very Afrikaans word, and literally translated it would mean horse riders bush. Now this turn off here is the dirt road that leads to my farm. And it looks like somebody's cutting down a tree. If I'm not mistaken, it's Wayne. Some of you might know him. Hey, how am I supposed to get through? Why are you always blocking the way?
No, I'm sorry, you can't pass today. Are you?
Well, and you?
Yeah.
So the boys are just cutting down a tree here for a neighbor. So I'm just waiting for them to clean out the stuff so I can pass through. Happy sowing! Thanks guys! Thank you! You can just make out the roof of my workshop there, hidden amongst the trees. It's behind that little house with the green roof. My son-in-law lives there. Home sweet home, or should that be workshop sweet workshop? More treasure for future projects. Here I got a Ford C4 order box. That side we have a Chevy Turbo 350. Thanks to my buddy Knowles at Crazy Customs for giving me a good deal on these. I helped him out, he helps me out. Thanks brother. Okay, well I made it back to the shop in one piece and I've got all the bits and pieces I need. So in the next video, I'm gonna fire up this old girl for the first time. I can't wait.
I'll see you then. Have a lekker one.